Alright, so the Twin Stars Fall Apart event is here. I should have done this video yesterday, I realized, but I'm lazy as hell. My bad. But yeah, so the Battle Challenge Round 2 is here. I've already completed it. I've made sure that the missions are able to be completely free to play. The only caveat is that I do have the main character here with his power boost and his EX, which I don't think if you don't have the EX, actually, I'd say if you don't have both, then this strategy that I'm using is probably not possible. You may be able to do it if you do something specific in this battle that I'll mention in a bit, or if you split up the battles into two, where you do 2 Hoenn and then you do 1 Steel and Flying. But this is for the battles both together. And as I just mentioned, you have to use 1 Steel and 1 Flying character on the same team, and you have to use 1 Hoenn, or 2 Hoenn characters on the same team. So maybe you could take the main character, Hop and Skyla, and that would complete your Flying and Steel, and then maybe you can make another team for Hoenn, depending on what Hoenn characters you want to use, because obviously this is a free-to-play showcase, but you could bring, you know, these good Hoenn characters like Brendan, May, them type. One caveat is that Annabelle specifically has HP, or Healthy Advantage. Yeah, Healthy Advantage 8, to where her damage is reduced from moves unless she is afflicted by a status condition? Yeah, status condition, because Tate has Thunder Wave. So if she's not affected by a status condition, then she's going to be taking reduced damage. The sides don't have it, thankfully, so the sides are pretty easy to take down. You should be good. But Annabelle does have it, so keep that in mind. The only reason this isn't that big of a problem is because the main character's Sunsteel Strike goes through passive skills, meaning all of these attacks will be hitting for full damage, even if for the same amount of damage if the enemy was burned or paralyzed or, you know, asleep or whatever else, right? Only thing is that the sync move doesn't go through it. So your sync move damage will be doing nothing to the middle and will be damaging the sides only. So keep that in mind. If you want to use the same setup and you have the main character EX'd, but you also have Roxanne EX'd, it may be better for you to sync with Roxanne on the first cycle and then sync with the main character afterwards. Just an idea. But the big gist here is that Winona is going to be flinching with Air Slash, and then Roxanne here is just going to apply defense buffs, speed buffs. Those are the big 2 things. And then special defense, I guess, but I don't think the enemy uses special moves. This is the grid I have. Endurance is a very big one, though they honestly just went through it, so keep that in mind. Winona here, nothing matters on this grid except aggravation on Air Slash. Just make sure you get the aggravation, that's all you need. And the main character's grid, just get this. This is what you should get here. This is Brain Teaser, Furious Brain, Haymaker, all of these nodes. Bogo on the trainer move is a big one as well, because Gage is going to be horrible at the beginning, but thankfully you got Bogo here in order to compensate. So let's go ahead, hop in here. Battle, you may need luck, because I definitely needed a couple good flinches in order to make sure Roxanne survived long enough for us to get to our second sync, but I was able to, you know, still win, right? So it wasn't that bad. I'm going for some defensive buffs right now, just because the enemy can hit hard. Also, I got lucky with that first flinch. Annabelle has triple Axle, which hurts bad. So if you don't flinch on that first turn, you're going to be having to deal with that problem, which I was able to survive with it on the last battle, so I was doing just fine. But, you know, it could still definitely end up being a problem, right? So keep all that in mind. I'm just getting very lucky with my flinches right now, so if you don't get the flinches on the triple axles, you'll be taking a lot of damage, but it shouldn't be anything super detrimental, right? I could be wrong, though. So there we go, got our sync moving. Alright, and we've got the quad Q as well. There's the triple axle. Are we going to flinch? Yeah, we did flinch. We're getting very lucky with these flinches, by the way. I did not flinch this much on my other battle. I may do another attempt just to see how lucky I get with those flinches, just so I can show you all. Also, yeah, they hit Roxanne for super effective damage as well, so keep that in mind. And we missed. And see, they're hitting Roxanne hard. Even with max defense buffs, they're hitting Roxanne hard. This is just kind of something you're going to have to deal with. Except for the fact that I'm getting really lucky. I was actually not able to get pre-sync, and Annabelle actually, you know, used her sync move and defeated me in the last battle, but I was actually able to take her down here just due to the amount of flinches I got. So I got very, very lucky, as you can see. But I'll go into the battle again and just show that you can still win even if you get a little bit unlucky with the flinches. You are going to need some pretty critical flinches in order to actually win, but Sorry about the little cut, but yeah, let's go ahead and see if we get any less fortunate in this battle, which, oh well, we'll see. That triple axle, yeah, again, that, if that lands, that's hurting bad. Yeah. As you can see, half of Roxanne's health just got obliterated. Thankfully, the endurance allows her to survive some attacks, but not all of them. Not all of them, we'll say for sure. There we go. Launch that, and there. Hopefully a flinch. No flinch. Okay. And she's down to her endurance already. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage, man. You do want her to survive for quite a while, so hopefully we get lucky on the flinches here. That would be nice. Very preferable. There we go. Okay. Looks like Annabella's gonna go down. And down she goes. Okay. So let's see if we're able to survive here. Nope. We don't win this battle. Yeah, go figure. Okay. Well, that's not good. See, you definitely need those flinches to get a lot of luck. You don't need it outright, but the flinches are definitely going to help you out big time, right? They're definitely the major source of power you need. So keep that in mind. And they're going to go for a special defense all for some reason. If they miss, we may actually win this. Nope, they don't miss. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, not exactly the easiest thing to win without RNG on your side. So I'm just showcasing multiple runs here, not really trying to do anything specific. I'm just trying to showcase, you know, how differently these runs can go depending on how many flinches you get with Winona. So just make sure you get those flinches as much as possible. You should be able to win, hopefully just fine, right? Also, she went for Icicle Spear that time instead of Triple Axle, which is a little bit weird. A little bit unusual. And there's a Stone Edge, which could probably hurt. Yeah, probably gonna hurt. And we'll go for another Barricade Buddies here in order to get some more speed buffs. We did not get the NPR for X Defense All, which could be quite upsetting, for sure. But oh well, we'll just have to live with it. And I never even knew they used Brutal Swing, so that's interesting. That Brutal Swing may actually end up being detrimental in case like crits or something, just because you need health to survive the sync move. So if you don't get lucky with that and you don't survive the sync, then obviously you're not going to win. Because Roxanne's going to go down, and after she uses her sync move, Winona and the main character should survive with about 33% of each of their remaining HPs. So just keep that in mind, right? And there is the flinch. There's the flinch. And the Drain Punch, that is going to enable her to sync, which is going to be, not nice for us. And it actually seems that Roxanne survived, which is honestly new to me because Roxanne never survives my other syncs before. So I'll let them sync here just to show you how much damage they actually do. You saw how much they did to the main character alone. As you can see, Winona and the main character survive. Thankfully, Sunsteel Strike should take out... Okay, so the next one will take out Annabelle. And this is about probably your average RNG run. Annabelle will sync, you'll survive, and then you'll finish them off with a Sunsteel Strike or two. That's just about the rough average RNG you should be able to get, assuming you have aggravation on Winona, because 60% flinch chances are pretty good. So yeah, that's the Battle Challenge Round 2 here for the Twin Stars Far Apart event. Pretty nice Battle Challenge Round 2, not too bad, but still pretty fun overall. Anything that's Steel Weak and you can beat with the main character, honestly, is pretty nice, right? But again, you could also do another scenario if you want to use Double Hoenn with take Flannery with you. That's a big one that you should probably take with you, or Drake if you want paralysis, because I believe he has Hostile Environment on Dragon Breath, but Flannery has guaranteed burns with Will-O-Wisp, so you can make something work with that there, and then maybe bring like Brendan, May, Sydney, some strong Hoenn attacker, and you should be good, right, for the Hoenn missions, and then bring the main characters Zamazenta and Skyla, probably for the Steel and Flying mission, and you should be fine there as well. I think Skyla's weak to Electric, or she's weak to Rock. If she's weak to Rock, that could be a bit of a problem. Oh well. You can have Hop be the tank, right? He should be able to tank just fine, so yeah. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to end the video there, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the Twin Stars Far Apart Battle Challenge Round 2 and the event overall down in the comments below. I thought it was actually a nice story event. But anyway, yeah. I'll see y'all later.